Going live in three, two, one. We are live in the house. Let me see what happens if I turn this light off in the back. Quick, hold on. Is this better lighting, or should I keep the light on in the back? I think I should keep the light on in the back. Let me see. Nah, this isn't too bad. This ain't too bad at all. You know what? I'm gonna keep it like this. Yeah, got a good little light going. Let's wait for everyone to get in. I think it says we have one person watching, whoever that one person is. Thank you for showing up. So what's up, Mr. Goomby? What you got going on?
Just getting organized right now, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting organized, getting rid of stuff. It's funny, look at things that you've purchased and whatnot, and you're here donating it or throwing it away.
Yeah, bro. You got a lot of shit out of the house already?
Yeah, I got a lot of things out of the house, but there's still more. I feel like anytime I get rid of something, there's another thing that's ready to go too.
Let me put you on this side too. They can hear you better.
How's that?
Yeah, no, I just put the microphone on this side so you're closer to the microphone on the laptop. And I am 4QR ass. Got a job yet? I don't got a job. Today I went job hopping around San Francisco and I threw my resume around. I got rid of 20 resumes. I had an on-the-spot interview and I put in an application for it. So I made a vlog out of it. I'm going to upload the vlog tomorrow on a YouTube short. I think it'll be pretty good. But
what sort of jobs were you applying for?
Bars. I was hitting up a bunch of dive bars, places places that may or may not have like a website. You know what I mean?
I see. Something just like walk-in complete, like what, 15, 25 people capacity?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fucking those bars that, it'd be cool to go over there to watch the Super Bowl and get drunk, probably get in a fight. One of those bars. I was thinking, that'd be good experience, because, dude, serving and bartending, some of those motherfuckers make money, man.
Oh, big time. Some people make a freaking living off of that full time.
Yeah, this girl I know has 2 bartending jobs. She's doing good for herself.
Yeah, dude. I hear that some barbackers in like Vegas at those pool clubs, dude, they make like 50, 60, 70 grand just for the season.
Yeah,
literally.
Bro.
And then they live off of that, and then they actually go and file for unemployment.
Dude, just for the season they make that?
Yeah, dude, I'm not even kidding you.
That's fucking crazy. What's up, Julio?
I had a homie, he told me over, I don't know if it was 4th of July, Memorial Weekend. He said in 3 days of work, dude, he took home like $3,000.
Damn. God, and how many months of work?
3 days of work. He took home about $3,000.
Oh, 3 days.
Dude, dude, keep in mind, like, have you ever done barbacking or serving or bartending?
No, but
no.
I'm trying to break into it.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I mean, it's complete grunt work, but if you just start, dude, typically they want to start you doing barbacking. And what that entails, depending on where you're working, it's doing all the cleaning and keeping everything stocked as they need 100%.
That's what I told these places when I was going out there looking for a job today. I told them, hey, I used to be a truck driver, and I told them, like, I just had to move back home. And now that I'm back home, I'm looking for local work. I'm looking to get into a different line of work. And because they all asked, like in those little dive bars, they ask you, oh, well, what are you applying for? I tell them, I'll be a hostess, a barback, a server or something. And like they said, some of them asked me, do I know how to bartend? And I tell them, no, you guys have to train me, but I'm down to barback and learn. And right now I'm open as long as I could get out here from the train because I'm coming from the East Bay. the other side of the
Yeah.
bay. And yeah, bro. Julio says Caltrans Life. Julio, I applied at Caltrans, these jobs, Caltrans, Muni, AC Transit. They're good jobs, but dude, they take a while to get into. It's not something where you apply and then just boom, they call you. That's why, like,
What's Caltrans?
It's pretty much like the people that do road work, like on the highways in California and shit.
Oh.
They make a pretty penny, but I don't know, dude. I kind of want to work in the bars, bro. Fucking
yeah.
They put in like a good amount of hours, and they seem to come out pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I mean, dude, when I worked at the nightclub, I started as a barback, and that shit was ruthless, but it was fun. You know, if you're having fun while you're working, that's all that matters. It gets you through the time frame. But working at a club, it's pretty tight because you got loud music.
Yeah.
You're moving, you're operating, you're behind the bar, you're going fast. And then, you know, being a male behind the bar with females who are behind the bar, dude, it vibes better. If it's all girls behind one bar, cool. But if it's all guys behind one bar, it's like,
I know, yeah.
Nobody going over to that bar.
Yeah, that's true. You got to have some chicks.
Yeah, so like when I was working in the club, dude, it's very hard work. You're washing glasses consistently, but it depends on the style of the atmosphere you're in. Are you at a nightclub bartending, bar backing? Are you at a restaurant bartending, bar backing? Are you in a dive bar? If you're at a dive bar, typically I would imagine that if it's a bartender, they're doing their own bar backing. Like they don't need a bar back because it's not as fast paced as like a nightclub.
Oh, okay.
But nightclub, dude, you're literally, so what the way it works, like on my end, at the club I worked at, is the security, they would gather all the glasses around the perimeter of the club and bring it to the bar.
Oh, okay.
And then the bar back, me, I would, you know, take the straw out, dump the ice, put it in one sink on a scrubby, you know, left, right, scrub it, dip it into the middle sink, and then into the third sink, and then to the right-hand side on a rack for it to dry.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it was like water, sanitize, and then whatever else, I forget. But it was 3 sinks, pretty straightforward. And then just basically take the glasses from there and put them on the bartender's rack.
So you think I should hit up some nightclubs, huh?
Oh, dude, if you get your foot in the door at a nightclub, something that's popping, you're gonna, dude, check it out. You're not only gonna be moving very, very fast pace, but in that case, dude, it's gonna increase your mind speed to actually, you're exercising your mind when you're moving fast, and you have to think fast, and you have to move fast.
That's true.
So realistically, you got music going. You're moving. You see the amount of people coming to the bar. You see your bartenders moving. The way I looked at it is, dude, it's like you're in battle. You know, it's go, 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 go.
Yeah.
And you don't have time to get backed up.
Yeah, you got to keep going. You got to keep that shit stocked and clean.
Yep. You have to super multitask, basically.
So when you would get off work, you'd be pooped, huh?
Yeah, to a degree. I mean, dude, I would go in when I was bar back, and I'd go in at, let's see, what time was clock-in? Clock-in was at 7 for bar backs. Yeah. And bar backs, they get there at 7. Bartenders don't get there till like 8:30.
Yeah.
And as a bar back, it's just as it sounds, dude. You get the ice in the trays filled up and ready. So, all right. If you shop at Costco, you could buy everything in bulk.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then what you do when you get home with your bulk items is you break them down. So, for instance, you go and get a big old, like 1 gallon of garlic salt.
Yeah.
You're not going to put that big ass thing right on your counter and pour it onto your freaking meals as you're cooking. No. You want to have a hand-sized grabbing type of jar to dump that stuff. So you basically break everything down to a smaller portion as you use it. And that's exactly how it was barbacking.
Okay.
All right. For example, you got this massive ass ice machine in the back room and the fridge room. In the fridge room, it's got racks and racks of Red Bull, racks and racks of alcohol. Like, you're talking hundreds of bottles of alcohol. And so that's what the barback's job was. Transport everything from the large areas into each individual bar and keep it stocked.
Oh, wow. Hold on. I had to get rid of this. Hey, guys. So as far as all the trolls that come in, if you say anything, like, you guys know I don't like to moderate the trolls or anything, but if you say anything about weird shit, like being a weirdo, like if you guys comment some weird Chris Hansen type shit, anything like that, I got to get rid of it for the YouTube algorithm. And one more thing, so everyone, all the trolls know, on the videos, sometimes I like to troll you guys back, and we like to, locker room talk, shoot the shit with the trolls, and I make fun of you guys make fun of me. I can't do that no more because someone left a comment on my latest video when I was talking about San Francisco versus LA, and I made fun of him back, and he reported what I said to YouTube, and I got like a warning, and it was a serious warning from YouTube. So if you trolls, you guys could leave comments on my videos, but I can no longer respond to any trolls. And you guys could thank the person that did that. He wasn't like some liberal or nothing like that. He had the Confederate flag on his default photo. So yeah, he was probably a conservative who's supposed to believe in free speech and all that, but I guess he doesn't, so you could thank your troll for fucking it up for the rest of your trolls. So there it is. Let's say what's up to everybody. What's up, Julio, Avern, Walter, Andrew, Cameron, Caliboy 707, talking about go to the National Guard, 30%. Oh, dude, hey, Eric, so the National Guard, they're saying they pay 30% of your phone bill. I didn't know that.
National Guard probably pays for 30% of your life.
Oh, is that what it is?
No, I don't know. I know National Guard's a pretty fair entry for military services, dude.
They're pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. I mean, National Guard, from my understanding, it's kind of similar to Navy.
Yeah.
I'm not extremely familiar with National Guard overall, but I know it is a good gig, and there are some pretty interesting benefits to it.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty chill, and they keep you more local, right?
Yeah, I would think possibly. I really don't know. I don't hear much about National Guard more than I do Army.
Yeah.
Air Force. Navy's kind of like it basically goes like Air Force and Army are like top two most well known for what I've seen and people I've met in the service.
Hey yo, I'm gonna be right back, Eric. Don't hang up, dude. I gotta use the bathroom. Just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Never mind. Someone's in the bathroom right now. I'll go in a second. But let me get to the rest of these comments. What's up, Cameron? Caliboy 707, Avern, JF Trucker, Mr. Chandler says AI is going to be taking over all the jobs. What's in it for us? Dude, it seems like the tech people, they seem to be the ones that are looking for not looking. The people in tech, they're getting hit with this AI shit first, bro. You see all these tech layoffs going on?
Oh, me?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I saw them in like Google. You got them in.
Oh shit.
What else we got? I saw Google. Isn't there something in? I don't know. I have a kind of slight understanding of what's going on, but yeah, there's thousands and thousands of layoffs, tens of thousands. I think UPS had a mass amount of layoffs too. But it could be just a part of the process, man. It's again, I can only speculate on it. Is maybe they do, because what they do is they do this mass amount of hiring.
Yeah.
Literally, it's like, why the hell are we hiring all these new people for what? And then next thing you know, 3-6 months later, they're laying everybody off.
Everybody, dude.
Like, it doesn't add up right.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting like, what is the reasoning for? Like, they knew dang well they were going to be laying these people off, but all of a sudden, you know, it's like they premeditated it. Hey, we need some volunteers to go to the slaughterhouse.
Yeah, for real. And then you work here for a year, then we're going to let you go.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, I'm like, does the company benefit from doing that? Like, is there some sort of tax benefit that they get for having employees and then letting them go? You know, it makes me wonder. I don't know that back end of things.
Yeah, who knows,
but
bro?
It just goes to show, dude, you think you're secure with anything, any job, any income, and
they could sweep the rug up from under you anytime, dude.
Oh, yeah. That's why it's like, in my opinion, be prepared and set up another line of income, dude.
Always. I mean, that's what this live stream's about. Like, everyone, like most of the people that watch me are truck drivers, and I always try to tell them, dude, try to set up something else. And sometimes trucking takes up too much of your life. That's why I got out of it, and I'm trying my best not to go back. Dude, someone offered me a job today, and I thought it was like, I applied for it, and it sounded like I was going to be helping people move. Like it was a local moving job. Like I was going to be loading up a box truck and taking it somewhere else. And then,
bro,
I
don't know about how many jobs have you had where they promise you the world. They're so different. They got these great benefits, and you're off on the weekend or whatever, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And then, dude, it's literally like a magic trick. They freaking pull a rabbit out of a hat in another hand, and they're like, "Oh, jump!"
It's
like,
this.
It's literally like a deck of cards, dude. It never ends.
Yeah,
you
bro.
think you landed the perfect gig, and then they blindside you and start feeding you something else.
Bullshit. Yeah, that's exactly what happened today. Like I told this dude, so what is this? Like on Craigslist, he made it sound like it was just a local moving job. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to be moving furniture and offices from place to place out here. And then he was like, oh, it's over the road OTR. Like we got trailers of furniture, and I need it moved from like here to Missouri or here to Florida. I'm like, oh, dude, fuck off.
What the fuck? Yeah. What does that mean? Like transport it or like physically move it once it gets to the dock?
Well, no, like basically it's trucking. What I was just doing at my last job when I quit because I wasn't making no fucking money, and I was having to like live in the truck and be at a truck stop. It was that all over again. He was being sneaky about it on Craigslist, and then when I asked him what the job was, he was like, it's over the road. And I was like, over the road. I was like, dude, on Craigslist, this said that this was a moving company. He was like, yeah, it is, but the stuff's already in the trailer. I just need it. You're going to be out from like 5 to 7 days going across the country. I'm like, oh, no, thank you. Nope. I'm not doing that shit again.
With weather conditions on top of it, going from, west to east, holy smokes, dude, you don't know what you're going to get.
Well, I kind of know what I'm going to get, and I'm going to get shit. I'm going to get shit, dude. I'm sick of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get, it's mainly try and get your hands on a few different things that produce income and just see which one has more potential to grow faster and more rapid to produce the most.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Don't you dare.
Got them back, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, man. I'm just not looking to get into trucking anymore. Let me catch up on some of these comments in the chat. Eric says, "Do you have another job?" No, I don't, Eric. JF Trucker says, "Laugh my ass off." He was laughing about what we're talking about. I can't say this name. Naofil.
Nahu?
It's his name is Naofel. I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna just call you Na. Huh?
Naufel.
Nafel.
I don't know. Naofel.
Alamosa. Fuck, dude. I mean, those names are cool, but if I had a name that was really fucked up, I would just call myself Bob.
You call yourself Bob?
Yeah, like if I had like a name that was real foreign and I knew the average American just couldn't get it, I'd just say, "Oh, dude, just call me Bob."
I met a Bob today.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He says, "Why you quit? Why quit? Why you quit a stable job as a trucker just to be jobless?" Well, when I was doing that, I know, right? These motherfuckers are ruthless, dude. I was driving across the country and I just wasn't making shit for the amount of time that I was putting in. And it was to the point where I knew people back home who were bartending and shit and who were doing way better than me working at a bar. And because like I would call up girls that I know back home, friends and shit, and I'd ask them like how much money they're making, and I'd tell them how much money I'm making, and it just didn't make sense to be out there trucking. That's why I quit. And yeah, I took a hit, but as soon as I land something, which is just a matter of time, no matter what I land, I'm going to be making more than what I was. That's why I quit trucking. I'm never going back to it.
You're never going back?
No, and plus I'm trying to get this YouTube shit up and off the ground, and I want to get a job that's going to free up my time so I can do more filming, because in the long run, this is what I was talking about and with this live stream, dude.
Yeah.
Jobs, dude. And like for what I want out of life, I feel like jobs are kind of not really up my alley. I feel like going into business for yourself, like me, I want to be a filmmaker. That's what I want to do.
You want to make film?
Oh yeah, dude, right here on YouTube. I just want to be the best YouTuber and maybe even make movies or something and just learn more editing and shit. And I just feel like jobs, dude, you're only going to get so much out of a job. The real way that you make fuck you money is you got to do something for yourself. You know what I mean? Like you got to start your own business, going to work for yourself. The people that have fuck you money, rarely do they have a regular job. Rarely.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, it's bizarre. I was just looking through my yearbook from freshman year, but I was actually so poor I couldn't even afford a freaking yearbook, so I had a journal. And check it out, dude. Right when I opened the page, it's this sloppy ass handwriting, and it says, "Do something for yourself. If you're not gonna listen to a teacher, then do something for yourself to where you can be the teacher." And I was like, "Dang, I don't even know what motherfucker wrote that, dude." But
that wasn't you that wrote it?
No, it was a teacher that wrote it. I opened up my yearbook, like this journal that from like 15, 17 years ago when I was a freshman in high school, and it said something along the lines of like, "Hey, if you're not going to listen to the teacher, do something for yourself, apply things for yourself." So just to relate on what you're saying right now, it's like, dude, if you want to get further in life, if you want more income, you got to find a way to eventually make it for yourself.
Yeah.
Like being in your own business,
Yeah, bro.
If you can learn how to pressure wash,
oh yeah,
dude, that's a gold mine. Pressure washing like concrete or homes, siding, decks. There's all sorts of. You can start with a truck, a trailer, learn your chemicals and mixtures, and get a generator for pressure washing business, dude. If you want, you got to go do that grunt work. But guess what? You start training somebody, and dude, that's what every business is built on: is people. Not being selfish, not being crooked.
Yeah, just starting. You got to start.
Yeah, you have to start. Usually, it's like, dude, do you know the backstory of like Home Depot?
It was just what, some guys selling shit, and eventually they just blew up.
Two dudes, and basically in all the aisles, they didn't have inventory.
Yeah.
They stacked empty boxes up on the racks, dude, to make everybody believe that they had all this inventory.
Oh, they were running. They were hustling,
like
motherfuckers.
they were running out of shit. They didn't have proper shipment suppliers, and so they had to like, dude, it's called growing pains. So it's like people are so fearful of like, oh, what if it doesn't work, this and that. And it's like, dude,
yeah, exactly.
You gotta dive in.
Exactly, dude. That's what I try to get across to people, especially on these live streams. They're like, oh, you need to just get a regular job. You need to go back to trucking. You need to go back to your career. You're not going to make it or whatever.
Dude.
No one makes it on YouTube nowadays. You got to be like 1 in a million to make it on YouTube. I'm like, dude, you guys need to get off that shit. Really.
Yeah.
That's just that negativity, bro. It's a drug for some people, you know?
Right. Well, that's just how they were. That's deflecting, you know?
Yeah.
That's how they're seeing it, is they don't believe in themselves enough that they're sitting there watching you, telling you that you can't do it.
Exactly, dude. And I'm trying to tell them, like, no, like even the trolls that say that, I'm trying to tell them, dude, you too, if you just give yourself a shot, because I know a lot of these trolls, they're afraid to give themselves a shot. That's why, you know, it's easier for them, or like they feel like they absolutely need to, just get this cushion little union job with the pension, and that's all I'm gonna do, and I'm never gonna do nothing else. I'm like, dude, you only live once. Why would you limit yourself to that?
My bad. I just dropped my damn smoothie container right on something.
If I was gonna be one of those guys that gets like just a regular job, you know, with the union pension or 401k, you know what I mean? Like if I was just gonna be a company guy all my life, even then I would have to get a job where I go home and I could like, be a little man whore as big as I can after work, something to fill up my time. Because if it's just a job and that's all I'm doing, I'm definitely not going to be living in a truck, because I need to get some trim when I get off work and, like have fun and live life. You know what I mean? It's just, and then doing that through the years, that's going to get old, dude. What I think it is when guys get depressed is because they're doing something that's easy and stable, like, working a union job. They know they got a good future with a pension. So everything's on easy, but us men, we're not built to live an easy life, bro. We're built to struggle and build and sacrifice and, build something great. So if you get this easy job, that's why a lot of guys get married and they end up cheating on their wives and they end up turning into alcoholics. It's because they're fucking depressed.
Yeah.
Because they're going the easy route, and the easy route makes them depressed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the easier route you take up front, the harder it'll be later, mentally, physically, emotionally. It's basically like if you don't work out now, you're going to pay for it later in life when you're older and you're crippled. Yeah,
exactly, dude. I mean, you look at the people that are older that worked out all their life. When they get older,
and they're still rolling, and they're still working out. But
and they're good.
The same thing with business owners too.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a lot of millionaire, billionaire, whatever.
Yeah.
And a lot of them say they didn't make their fortune until they were in their 50s.
Oh yeah, dude, it takes time.
Yeah, 80% of their wealth was made in like their 50s or 60s, dude. Straight up. Like the founder of McDonald's, did you watch that movie or no?
Oh, the founder with what's his name? The movie about James Kroc?
Yeah, Kroc.
He was a beast, bro.
Yeah, Michael Keaton, yeah.
Yeah, dude. He played that role really good.
Yep. Dude, that fool didn't find McDonald's until he was in his 60s, yo.
That's how old he was. Oh yeah, he was, like, because at the end of the movie they showed the real Ray Kroc and he was like a grandpa.
Yeah, he's just on his last leg basically. And dude,
sometimes that's what it takes.
If you pay attention to the movie, dude, it's so true. Like, I can relate to this 100%. Is when he was trying to recruit people to franchise McDonald's, everybody was kind of doubting him, like, oh, what do you got now for us, Ray? Like, what type of sales get, so he was a sales guy his whole life.
Yep.
Trying to, he's just trying to freaking break through, dude, and create something.
And all those years, he was looked at as like a failure, like a loser.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But once he knew, and he hit it big with McDonald's, obviously, because it feeds 1% of the world every day.
Yeah, dude. Then all the chickie babes want to blow him, and his wife's like, oh, what, dude, damn well his wife was like, man, maybe I should have just supported him,
Yeah, maybe.
Instead of bitching. He
drops her ass later.
Yeah, good, dude.
But, so it is one of those things, like, either you can settle for something now and be very unhappy later, or you can pursue something hard now and get what you want later.
Yeah, it takes time, bro. It takes time.
That literally, it's a reverse, dude. It's pick your poison. No matter what, it's going to be hard. Pick that hard that you want to pursue. While you're young in your 20s, 30s, whatever, everyone can feel young. But while you're young and healthy, for the most part, it's like, dude,
even in your 40s, you could get something popping in your 40s too.
You gotta hit the accelerator, dude. If you don't have kids, you're not married, you're single, bro. The world is your oyster. Don't waste time sitting there getting loaded and partying and doing the late night jazz, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, this is exactly what I tell everyone, dude. If you're young, like if you have kids and you got a lot of liabilities and responsibilities, dude, I understand. If you're going after something like, oh, I need to get a CDO or I need to join a construction union, like I need this, I totally get it. But if you're young, what the fuck are you doing going down the route of someone who has kids when you don't have kids? Like, you don't have kids, you better recognize how lucky you are and do something,
Yep.
Do something, dude. I'm so glad I quit trucking, dude. I just feel so better. Just not being in the truck, dude. Like, people who are watching my YouTube videos, they know I was starting to get depressed living in that fucking truck because
go on.
Because, like, number one, the job sucked. It was uncomfortable. I wasn't making money, but worse than all of that, it was the time that I knew I was just wasting in the truck, and I just didn't want to do that no more.
Right. And that's the thing is, dude, everyone goes through phases in life, but if you allow yourself to just be a remote control and just be, go stagnant, fine. Dude, but that is the thing is, it's like, man, if you want to really help yourself, you can. You have all the gadgets, all the tools. Look, just by you and I talking, we're bouncing things off each other, coming up with like, dang, dude, whole different perspective.
Yeah.
Oh, holy smokes, like, oh, I could start something like that. It's like, dude, if you can learn something from every single person, which it is possible, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who would say otherwise.
Oh, dude, half of the chat saying that. They're roasting me right now. Dude, that's pretty much 90% of the chat right now. Dude, they're roasting the fuck out of us right now.
Good.
Yeah.
If there's something that you can learn from somebody, dude, you're going up.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't learn something from every single person, you're closed-minded.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah, dude. If you can't learn something from somebody, dude, I can learn things from an idiot.
No, sure you can. Idiots are smarter than you think. I can learn
not to be an idiot.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, dude, I'm all for like, oh, if you want to have kids, start a family, and just be a good old boy, blue collar, dude, fantastic. That's great.
That's fine.
But if you don't want more, that's on you, dude. Yeah. But as long as you know what you want and you're happy with it, and when you're on your deathbed and you got a few last things to talk about, if you feel in your mind you're going to regret anything, it's like, dude, you need to put yourself in that mindset right now.
Yeah, you have to.
There's so much more out there, dude. You're going to settle for one thing. Dude, it's a big world.
Yeah, bro. Like, that's why, that doesn't just go for like what job and career you want. That goes for everything in life. Like if, say you're walking down the street and there's some hot chick coming your way. Don't be a creep, but be a man, dude. If you fancy her, say something. Give her a compliment. Let her know how beautiful she is. Try to spark up a conversation. Because if you don't, dude, you just missed out on an opportunity right there.
that could have changed your entire life.
Yeah, you don't like say you didn't get her number. Well, you could have became her friend, and maybe she has a hotter friend. You know what I mean? You never know, dude.
It's just being open-minded to the unknown.
Yeah,
And
people are afraid of the unknown.
Oh, big time.
They're
And
terrified.
I feel bad for anyone who is. It's like, dude, if someone wants to show me a movie, I do not want to see a preview. I want to go into this thing blind, because what they're telling me they want to show me is meaningful to them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want no preview. I don't want no prejudge. I'm strictly taking your word right now that we're going to watch this movie because you want me to, because it actually means something to you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so the limitation of things, it's like, dude, people limit themselves so much. It's like, bro, if you grew up in a town that you grew up in and you've been there for quite some time and you don't feel accomplished,
yeah,
you don't feel you are where you want to be in life, it's like, dude, find a new
place
life.
to go. Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
dude. You got to get out.
Get a life, dude. Take that to the brain.
Yeah.
Like, write that shit down and physically understand it. Like, hey, get a life.
Let me get, yeah.
You have to go, dude. My number one thing is, bro, fail as much as possible and get rejected as much as possible.
Oh yeah, dude, you have to. I mean, that's the only way you grow. Let me get to some of these comments real quick. I got people saying, "Sup, homie? I just got a job at Algeria. You heard of it? I haven't heard about that. I got out of trucking. I did a 5-year sentence. I had a plan to get out from the start because I hate trucking. I mean, look, if trucking is what you like to do, do it. All I'm saying is don't limit yourself. When I got into trucking, the experience that I have now with trucking, I'll never go back to it because I honestly do feel like it's kind of dead end. There's even if you're just talking about jobs, there's other things that you could do. I would much rather be a union electrician to where I can get off work and I can have a life. And I could still do other things with my time. When you're in that truck, you're locked up in that truck, you know? And if you guys being locked up like that, then it totally makes sense why you guys are roasting me and Goomba right now for what we're talking about of doing more in life, because not only do a lot of some of these trolls like security, they literally it seems like what it is. You know what I think it is, Goomba? I think a lot of these trolls are afraid of the world.
Yeah.
They're terrified of the world.
Well, they got fear of rejection. They don't want to fail, but what they're doing is failing by not going out there and failing piece by piece.
You have to.
Learn from it.
Dude, failure is your friend. Yeah, you need failure, bro. Failure is your friend. That's the only way you ever grow.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, dude, trucking, it's not a bad route. Nothing is a bad route, dude.
Yeah.
Ask any foreigner who comes to this country, dude. They work, they grind, they freaking kill themselves, they break their backs morning to night dawn, dude. And they will take anything they can get.
Oh, yeah.
Americans are lazy, spoiled individuals, dude.
Entitled, all of it.
Make excuses about everything.
Dude, they make excuses. They're entitled, lazy, spoiled, all of it, dude.
Yeah.
All of it.
Rather than actually apply yourself and just buckle down. Dude, become a loner. You know, but if you've been a loner for too long, you need to get out and make some connections with people. Dude, every job I have gotten, it's because I knew somebody.
Oh, yeah.
You got to knock on doors, man, and start talking to people. Hey, what do you do? Oh, what? Oh, you're a carpenter? How'd you get into that? Oh, well, I started as a labor apprentice. Okay, so you guys got any positions available? I can start out as an apprentice. You know, I'm easy to teach. I pick up and learn quickly. Like, dude, it doesn't matter what you're in. Just get in and be passionate about it. Don't take no shortcuts. Like the trucking, dude. My father's been driving semis. Yeah. Big rigs since he was 16 years old.
Damn, he's a real one.
He's 73 years old, dude. Do the math.
Do you think it's been worth it for him?
Fuck no.
It hasn't, huh?
No, dude, I feel bad, but it's also
it's
like,
sad.
dude, if we had a bunch of kids and can support them, what's he going to do? Jump ship to what? That's the thing, is if you get yourself in a real true bind, dude, find a way to make the best of it and go independent. Try and start your own business within that field of service that you're in. If you're driving a semi and it's like, oh, I'm tired of driving the semi, but I'm going to do it because I have to. Well, how can you accelerate that? How can you turn it into more money? How can you get people to work for you?
Yeah. If I was going to go back into
questions.
Yeah, dude, if I was going to go back into trucking, I probably wouldn't do anything with driving. I'd probably I don't know, try to learn how to be.
Your semis out.
Huh?
You can rent your semi out.
Yeah, see, exactly. Don't be a truck driver, but like I said, buy a truck and then rent it out to someone. Dude, you're making money on the couch.
Yeah. I mean, well, there's more to it, of course, but yes, you're going to have to put significant legwork into it to get it up and running.
Yeah.
Dude, everything in this world, including humans, it's machines. Everything is a machine, dude.
Yeah.
Without food and water, we don't operate. Without cars and transportation, we don't operate. Okay? So it's like, dude, everything is a puzzle, and there's a lot of moving parts in life. And that's where people just lose themselves, dude. They don't want to grab these moving parts and put them in places they belong for themselves.
It's hard to do it. It is. It's hard, but dude, the hard way like me, bro, I feel like, how do I put this? It sucks. Like right now, it kind of sucks looking for a job, but at the same time, I kind of like it. I feel like now I'm finally getting out the content that I really wanted to get out the whole time I was in trucking, or especially near the end of it when I knew what kind of YouTuber I wanted to be. Now I'm finally doing it. But the catch-22 is right now, I currently don't have a job. That's not going to be forever, obviously, because I'm going out looking for work or whatever. But it's hard, but I like it. And it feels better. Trucking was easier for me. It was easy just get in the truck, drive every now and then. Yeah, you're going to have to chain up. That sucks. You're going to have to shut down the snow. It sucks. But really, it was easy. The hard part for me was, like I said, all the time that I felt like I was just wasting in the truck. And I know how valuable time is. And I was like, you know what? I could, this time is much more valuable spent on doing what I really want to do, like YouTube, because I know I can get a much bigger payout in the long run on YouTube. 30 years from now on YouTube, I'll be well off compared to 30 years from now in the truck.
Yeah, not only that, but if a new platform comes up, you can convert your YouTubers with you over to the new platform. It's just like this whole thing with Instagram, Threads, TikTok, all of it, dude. And they convert you from one to another. So it's like, dude, who knows what's going to be up and popping? But as long as you're active, and you're building that,
you got to be in the game.
You'll know how to do it if you go to a new platform.
Yeah, you know what to expect, and because what you do on YouTube, you're learning about like human psychology. You're learning about how to grab people's attention. And right now, what I'm noticing is I do have sort of like a trucking audience. And now that I'm not trucking anymore, I got to kind of cultivate a new audience. But I think what's good about that is this new audience is going to be a wider audience. Yeah, I would want my original audience to stick with me, but I know a lot of them aren't going to stick with me because a lot of them like trucking content. And that's why they started following me, because I started YouTubing when I was a truck driver. Now that I'm not a truck driver, and now that I'm explaining why I quit trucking and I'm giving my own opinion on trucking, which is mostly kind of negative. Of course they're not going to like that. So it's no hard feelings, but I feel like in the long run, it's going to be better.
Yeah. Here's the deal, dude. It's all about risk. Like, I look at everything I've done in my life. I've gotten pretty much everything I've wanted so far. And then it's like, dang, if I already got what I wanted, I need to set bigger goals, bigger boundaries, bigger risk. And dude, as life has gone on, I've lost more, but I've gained more. and I've just accomplished more overall. The bigger this, it's like levels, dude. You play video game, check it out. You play a video game and you can't get past that level, dude. You keep playing it until you get to the next level, and it's like, damn. And then once you beat the game, you go back and you play it, and you whiz right through it like nothing.
Oh yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude. That's with that anything in life.
Yep.
That was the same thing. That was the same thing with trucking, dude. When I first started trucking, I didn't know how to drive. I didn't know how to back the truck. Near the end of it, I was good at trucking. I was pretty good. Like there was a lot of the times when I was to the point where I felt confident to get out and help someone, whether it was at a truck stop or a yard or shipper, and help them park if I saw that they were new and they were struggling. And that comes with time. And this is exactly what I was telling everyone. It comes with time and being consistent. It just depends on where you're going to spend that most valuable asset, time and consistency at. Yeah. And I feel like, honestly, instead of not just trucking, but with any like career or job, dude, because here's the truth. When you're working a career or a job, you're working for someone else's dream. Yeah. You're not working for your own.
Yeah. If you go and quit, put your 2 weeks in, dude, they are going to find somebody to replace you.
And why do you think that is? Because most people, yeah, I understand most people need jobs. I get it. But I always try to tell my people, like, dude, look at jobs in a different way. The way I look at a job now is I just need a job to cover my regular expenses so I'm not homeless out on the street. And the most important thing that I want out of a job is my time. I don't want to give away all of my time. I know how valuable my time is. If I get a job where it requires so much of my time, to me now, with what I know now and with what I want to do, it's literally not worth it. You could pay me $200,000 for all of my time, and I'd still be like, you know what? Is this even worth it? You know, because I could do so much more with my own fucking time, dude. You'd be surprised with what you could produce going into business for yourself and doing what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look at all these companies. People come and go left and right like clockwork.
That's how it goes.
They literally. And dude, here's the deal. They come and go like clockwork.
Yeah.
And there's a supervisor, there's a manager, there's a district manager, regional manager, CEO, VP, and that's, dude, everything is ranks. And if you leave, dude, somebody is paid by that company because the CEO started that company. That manager is paid to find somebody to replace you.
Yeah, and dude, they never have trouble doing it.
Yeah, you go start your own company. You're starting for yourself, and you are building a foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And you are bringing people in to eventually work for you once the workload starts to become overload, and you need to hire somebody to be a supervisor. You need to hire someone to become a manager. You need to hire someone to do the things that you don't have time to do.
Exactly. See, time is the most valuable thing. And you know what I think it is? I think CEOs, these people at the very top, even people like Kim Kardashian and all these people, all the big celebrities that everyone makes fun of, what they know is, and what we don't know, what separates the elites from the working class is the elites know how valuable their time is.
Correct.
Dude.
And it's getting with the right people.
Yes.
Because any business organization, this world, artificial intelligence creation was all made by people.
People.
It takes people.
It does, dude. Everything takes people. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, everyone's talking AI and robotics, this and that. And it's like, well, you need to find what cannot be replaced by robotics. Unless you're going to start a business and then eventually you're going to pay a robot to do the work. I don't know.
Which isn't a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's not a bad fucking idea. Maybe I'll go back to trucking when trucking is automated and I could buy my own truck and have it just run itself.
Exactly.
That's when you go back into trucking.
Yep.
Because, dude, think about it. If I start a trucking company and I hire someone, now I got to deal with all this shit. I got to deal with them wanting to go home. I got to deal with them maybe crashing the truck. I got to deal with them possibly getting drunk or whatever, dude. If it's a robot and I don't gotta pay them, oh, bro, now we're talking. Now
Doesn't that sound like so appealing?
Doesn't it? You know, and then when you think of it like that, when you stop thinking from an employee standpoint, the truck driver, and you start thinking from the from the mindset of the boss, then you totally understand why they want to go AI and why they want to get rid of all these truck drivers. It makes sense.
Yep. It's because they don't want to even spend their time and energy trying to persuade and motivate to keep an employee.
And that key word that you said right there, time, because they know, like, fuck, instead of wasting my time on this truck driver, if I had this truck automated, I could use that time to grow my business and to make me even richer.
Correct. But
Time
again,
is valuable.
Kind of going back to, what you're saying is, dude, I mean, if the number one thing is being able to pay the bills, okay, take care of yourself. Everyone's got to start somewhere.
You got to start
I've had more jobs than anybody I know. And I've done grunt work, crap work. I've run chainsaw through brush in Kentucky in 105-degree weather with humidity.
Damn, you did that?
Head to toe. Dude, I didn't get paid nothing. For that, I got the privilege of living with my aunt and her husband, my uncle that I had never met, who was going to teach me the trade of construction. Yeah. But in the time I was there, he didn't teach me shit, so I left.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, you got it. I was broke. Dude, you know how many times I've been broke?
Yeah, flat broke.
Dude, I've been broke so many times where it's like, yep, gotta retreat and go home. And dude, I've lost thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars on stupid shit.
But at the same time, like those times when you had to regroup and go home, you learned something from it.
Yeah. I took something from every single mistake I've ever made or any type of job I've left. It's same thing with relationships, dude.
Yeah.
Friends, girlfriends. I've learned something from each one of them. And it's like, damn. Like, dude, you come a point in your life where you're like, dude, you have to be selfish with yourself.
Yeah, with your time.
Not a narcissist, not a prick, not someone who will do cutthroat, but selfish with yourself for your own future well-being.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. See, look, this one person put Waldor Sockbat. This is the most recent comment. He said, truckers don't want to admit they pick driving a truck over their family. Truckers' divorce rate is 70%. Dude,
ooh,
that's the bad part about trucking, dude, is you're wasting all your time at this job. And I know there's probably other jobs like that are very time consuming, but that's one of the big reasons why I got out of it.
Dude, my advisement to anybody listening or curious or, thinking, what the hell do I do? Dude, go learn how to sell. You will make a living knowing how to sell, but guess what?
Sales.
You sell every single day.
Mm-hmm.
You sell yourself on why you're doing what you're doing. You got to make choices.
Yeah.
You go to In-N-Out, whatever, any drive-through. The way the system is navigated is, I want a Whopper and a fry. Okay, do you want to drink with that? Do you want the large combo? Dude, what they're doing there is asking you a question to upsell you for more money to pay.
Yeah.
Every time you go to a restaurant, when you're done with your meal, they ask, what do we think about dessert?
Yeah,
right?
They do.
And you sit there and you actually debate it for a second because they asked you a damn question.
It's another sale.
And it involves money.
That's sales right there, dude.
Yeah, everything involves money, dude. And yeah, you can make good money in the service industry. I'm telling you, it's grunty type work, but people got to eat. People are going to drink. People are going to party. Okay. Any type of services you can do to be able to provide for people, and you have the opportunity to what's called upsell.
Yeah.
Make a little more money if you sell more, dude. Bank. Start in a Verizon store. Those people make decent money.
Yeah, that's true. Look at this guy. He says, I lost 45 pounds since I quit trucking. I was depressed because the money sucked and seeing these truckers obese and miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was another reason why I quit. I was looking at a lot of the OG truck drivers, and 90% of them were just really overweight. And I was like, dude, I don't want that to be me. Because sometimes you think you're better than that other truck driver or whoever. But if you really look, like, you know what? This is a job. This isn't what I want to do. I'm spending all my time here. That very well, if I don't make a change now, that very well might be me in the future.
Yeah, dude. All that sitting, it's excruciating on your body.
Oh, it's so unhealthy just sitting all day.
Yeah, dude. Man, from my experience, it's like, dude, sometimes you have to go broke to be able to build something bigger.
And you can't be afraid to do that. Right now,
No.
I'm going broke by making this big switch in my life, quitting trucking and trying to get this YouTube up and off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's going for broke. And a lot of these people, they're like, oh, you're making a big decision. You're stupid. You need to grow up. You need to be a man. Da, 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 da. What I think it is they're kind of jealous that I'm doing it. And some of these people, they might have the means, like the family support, like I do, to do it. They're just afraid to do it because of pride, ego. They don't want to be looked at as a failure. But I think being able to take that dive shows how tough you really are.
Right. Well, what it takes is to be able to have a little bit of a nest egg of financials to jump ship.
Yeah, that too. That too.
Literally, dude, the number one thing is financial education that people need.
Well, yeah, I mean, because you don't want to literally go for broke. I mean, you want to have some money saved up before you do anything drastic, obviously. Dude, but you want to be able. Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
I was going to say you need to treat your finances like you would want to treat yourself. The better you treat your finances, the better they'll treat you.
Yeah, and one way to treat your finances good is another thing people need to realize is the world's changing. You need to look at where the future is going to be. The future is going to be in just a few things that we're talking about. The future in trucking is AI. All right. And we already see that in the tech sector with all these layoffs. These people who write code, they're being laid off. It's not the truck drivers that are being laid off first. It's these people in the tech industry. So they're being laid off, which means that probably more office jobs are going to get laid off next. And I think third in line or second is just, stuff like Uber, Lyft. In San Francisco, dude, they already have driverless Ubers. Like I was in one the other day. I didn't vlog it, but I was in one the other day, and it drives better than a human.
You're kidding me.
Bro, there's no driver in there. It's I forgot what company it was, but I was with my friend and we got in one, dude, and it was going around cars that were stopped in the street and everything, dude. And
what in the hell? Hold on. You didn't get that thing off Uber, Lyft?
My friend got it. It's the way they do it right now, because it's still in the beta phase, is you got to be invited. Like say I got an account and I'm an active user, I have to invite you, and they run a background check on you as a customer. And if you pass the background check, then you get your code and then you can share it with people.
Huh.
It's like a tier system thing. I don't know. It's weird. But I was with my friend and she called up an Uber. We were just going from one side of the city to the other. And my phone was low on battery, so I couldn't vlog it. But dude, the driverless Ubers are already out there. They're not just in San Francisco, dude. They're in Arizona too. People are being laid off from tech. Hollywood is dying because they're putting out stuff that's just turning people off. You know what I mean? The people that watch, most people, they get their entertainment on TikTok and YouTube and online, bro. Like very little do people actually watch cable television and movies and shit. So you need to look at the future and ask yourself, is what I'm doing right now going to be relevant in the future? And if it's not, then you need to recognize that. That's why I think YouTube is the future. I think it's the next Hollywood, and I think a lot of these jobs are just going to go obsolete, bro.
Well, dude, just tying into that too, you had mentioned earlier, this is why I'm doing YouTube, is because I'd like to do film production or movies. Dude, you're already doing it.
Yeah.
Like everything that you see on your phone, we have damn televisions in our hands.
Yeah, it's crazy,
This is
isn't it?
television. You get your news on your phone. The TV is going to be the VHS of DVDs, of Blu-rays, to all the streaming services.
Yep.
Look at all those updates and upgrades.
Yeah.
Remember, it used to be on a Scantron and a projector screen and film, and it's just like, dude, this is what it's coming to. Is everything is like it's literally like Black Mirror's, dude.
It is. No,
Straight
you're
up.
absolutely right, dude. You're right.
And you got these bozos walking around with goggles now in their own little worlds. I mean, I've never seen. Dude, we saw it in movies when we were kids, and it's like, oh shit.
Now
that's
it's
cool.
happening. Now it's happening in real life, dude. This what is it? The Vision Pro, right?
The what?
The Apple Vision Pro.
Mm-hmm.
That's the future, dude. The future is going to be like you're going to be able to get prescription glasses that when I look at you, I'm going to get all of like your information just by looking at you. I'm going to know what your Instagram handle is. I'm going to know how tall you are, what your weight is, your eye color, everything,
There's
dude.
there's no such thing as privacy.
Oh, bro, that's gone. Look at me. I'm on YouTube. Look at me, bro. I'm spreading my legs to this shit right now.
Uh-huh.
You know, like people need to realize what's going to be going on in the future. Just like that crypto stuff. Yeah, a lot of it was scammy, like towards like that bull run. A lot of people were getting scammed with the NFTs and all that. But dude,
brutal.
A lot of the things that you see right now in front of your face, bro, it's still early. You need to get ahead of the curve.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I realized, this trucking stuff, it's going to go extinct. This AI is definitely, it might not take over the whole industry, but it's going to have a big impact on it. I'm telling you, bro. It's like, because it's coming. Like, dude, they already have companies that are running driverless trucks across the country right now. Like,
there's robotics that are freaking manhandling sheetrock and building things, dude. Literally.
I've seen that, dude. I've seen those robots that are putting up like frames and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary.
It's like, hell yeah. Like, they're freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Like the chess players, they put you up against a freaking expert robotic type of system of some sort, and it's like, they're experts. That is an expert. Okay. Us humans are going to become the servants to robots at one point.
This is something else that I want to talk about too. Someone asked, "What are your thoughts on the sports betting?" I'll get to the sports betting in a sec because I got someone who knows a lot about that right here. I ain't gonna say no names, but someone I know knows a lot about sports betting. So we'll get to that in a second. But if you ever noticed, a lot of these older people, they say, "Oh, you youngsters, you guys want something for nothing. You guys just want to be rich. You guys just want to be rich and famous just for being you. You guys don't want to work no more."
They sound like haters to me.
It sounds like haters. And at the same time, I do understand where some of these older folks are coming from. But at the same time, dude, just look at the fucking reality, bro. There's people out there like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, and people below them and above them that are dumber, like as dumb as rocks, but they're making so much fucking money. And you need to realize, like, hold on, maybe there's something to this shit, Maybe there's something going on here that I'm missing, right? And you got to ask yourself before you down talk the generation after you. Ask yourself, is there something that I'm missing, right? And maybe, dude, I'm telling you, bro, this YouTube shit is the future. It's definitely the future. I honestly think the YouTubers of today, they're going to be the J-Los and the Ben Afflecks of tomorrow. And you already see it, bro. I mean, look at Logan Paul. He's pretty much one of them already. And dude, he started on fucking YouTube. Yeah, he was doing Vine and everything, but where he really had his growth was right here on YouTube, man. And dude, I'm telling you, bro, it's fucking, I don't know. I just think these jobs are, I think a lot of these jobs are going to go extinct, and a lot of these people that are preaching, oh, get a job, get a job. Who gets fucked over the most in America? people who have jobs, the working class, that's only going to get worse as we go into the future.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, dude. It's sad that it's not right, but it is what it is. So you have to ask yourself, is there something else? Like, don't quit your job and start something on the side right away, but you have to ask yourself, is there a way that I could slowly maneuver myself out of needing a job? Because once you get to a point in your life when you don't need a job, that's when you really have freedom. And it doesn't mean that you got to be rich. You don't need to be rich to not need a job. But if you could get yourself to a point in your life where you absolutely don't need a job, like it's a lifeline, then you're good. Because most people who need jobs, they need it because they're like drowning, you know what I mean? And a job is their only lifeline. That's sad, dude.
Yeah. That's why I say, like, dude, work enough to where you can make money to pay your bills, set a little bit aside for a rainy day. That's how you start diversifying and investing already, is have a little bit of cash on hand. So that way, if something happens with your job, you don't have to go begging for money to your family, friends to borrow it. That's even worse. Or opening up credit cards and payday loans, all that, dude, that's a nightmare. That is the last thing you want to do. So number one is, yeah, dude, if that job is your lifeline, you need to substitute that for a new lifeline.
With something quick, yeah.
It should never be a lifeline.
It shouldn't.
Like, dude, with my work, if I get hurt, I'm paying it's like everything is like insurance, dude. You don't know you're going to need it until you fucking need it, dude.
Until you do it, yeah, exactly.
Until you do. If I get hurt doing my work, dude, I'm paying every pay period and I'm investing into this. If I get hurt, dude, I know that if I get hurt and I can't do the work I'm doing, I got like $20,000 coming to me for like disability support until I can get up and navigating again.
Yeah, you need that.
Yeah, you have to pay into things to protect yourself further, to better yourself in case you get in a jam.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Dude, like, I'm not saying go get insurance, but it's like, no, you work a job to get enough money so that way you can start buying a little time to jump ship to something else to do better. Like, dude, always try to do better. Do not be content. Do not settle. I mean, you could settle for a woman if you're in love with her, or man, whatever the frig. But if you have your dream job, dude, fantastic, stick to it. But if you're not making money to further support yourself and set you up for a good financial future, dude, there's problems.
I think what it comes down to is don't have all your eggs in one basket. I mean, just a few
100%.
years ago, Google was looked at as like the end all be all. Go to college, get your degree, and work at Google. And now look, everyone at Google is getting laid off.
Yeah. Dude, it's true.
It's brutal, bro.
The eggs in one basket deal is like, bro, you don't just live off McDonald's, do you? No.
You have the safe place? Yeah. You just take my car off.
All right. I'll check it out.
You can just take the El Camino. It's just right here in San Leandro.
I'll peep it up.
Huh?
I'll peep it.
Okay.
I'll peep it. All right.
Who is that?
That was Papa.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we were talking about some shit earlier.
Nice. Yeah, see, that's the thing, dude. Like, how many times I've left a shitty job or something, or I've left the state I was living in and quit the job. And, I went there to pursue the opportunity. It didn't work out. And I went home and lived with my mom, dude. I loved it. Dude, it was always home base.
Yeah.
Your parent will always have your back, dude. I mean, like, don't intentionally just quit your job because so-and-so, but it's like, if it comes to that, you have a backup plan. Dude, my backup plan was always like, well, I could go home. I'd go back to mom's until I find out a new route.
Go back to the couch. A lot of people are afraid and they got pride. And like, I get it. No one wants to go live with their parents, but sometimes, I mean, at the end of the day, the way I look at it is like this, right? Your parents' house, like even in my situation, it shouldn't be a hammock, but you could go there if you need to regroup real quick. You know what I'm saying? And when your parents get older, by you regrouping for that second, when they're older and they're in need, you're going to have their back like they had yours. You know what I mean?
100%, dude.
So
You better love your damn parents, man.
Yeah,
That's all I
dude.
gotta
So
say to anybody.
like in the long run, you give it back to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They bring you up, take care of your whole life. All the least you could do is take care of them at the end of theirs.
Yeah, exactly. JetBlue asks, can I ask, what did it take for Mama and Papa to create that comfy home base for you to run to? Was it hard work or a YouTube career? It was hard work, but I'll tell you this. Just again, what we were talking about, times are changing right now. And what they did in the past to get what they have today, that's not going to be what it is when we're there. When we're their age, the world's going to be a lot different. And we already see how the world's changing right now, right? And it depends on what you want. I feel like this income inequality shit in America, dude, it's going to come to the point where there's going to be two Americas. There's going to be like Midwest America and, like middle of the state, Ohio, Idaho, Indiana. Those people are going to become so poor. A lot of them, even if they don't like it, a lot of them are going to be living off of like government assistance and shit. And the people on the coast, right? Like in New York, Wall Street, San Francisco, LA, Chicago, they're going to be the ones running everything.
Correct.
And just, I'm telling you, man, like everyone says, like, let me see, no further questions. Good night. See you later, Jet. What he's saying is, oh, did your mom and dad, did they do YouTube or whatever? And it's like, dude, he doesn't get it. Like maybe he gets it or he doesn't. What they did back in the day in like when they were doing their thing in like the 80s, 90s, 70s, times are different, bro. You're not going to work like a warehouse job with a pension. All that shit's going out the window, dude.
Correct.
All that, dude, most of it has gone overseas to China, to Mexico, Korea.
Yep.
And even here, they're giving it to the foreigners that are working for like dirt cheap.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, it's going to AI. The world's changing, dude. You just need to realize, you need to ask yourself, like, why I got out of trucking is I think trucking is going down. I think it's a dying industry. Overall, I do think it's starting to like die off, literally.
Yep.
And in 30 years, I just don't see it being a viable option, dude. And if that offends people, I mean, I'm sorry that offends you, but I'm trying to tell you guys the Titanic is about to hit the whatever, what was that it hit? The iceberg? Yeah, the Titanic is about to hit the iceberg. I'm just letting you guys know. And you guys are getting pissed off because you guys can't see the iceberg, but it's already in front of you, dude. This AI shit's taking over trucking. It's already taken over the tech industry. It's going to take over more office jobs because that's tech related. It's like, like computer work. And dude, they already I was in a driverless ride share. They have driverless trucks already with like a safety driver. That's how those Ubers started in San Francisco. In San Francisco, they had these driverless cars, and they had like this safety driver behind the wheel. But now it's like, dude, that's what's going on with the trucks. What happened with the cars, now it's happening with the semi trucks. Give it about 4 or 5 years, those semi trucks, they're going to be completely autonomous. There's going to be no driver. A lot of these truckers say, oh, it'll never happen. Dude, it's already happening. It is. What I think it is they're just kind of scared because they feel like their job is on the line. But it's what I'm saying in this live stream. Don't have all your eggs in one basket. The world's changing. You need to change with the world, or you're going to get left behind.
Yep.
What my parents did to get where they're at today, that's not going to be. I don't think it's an option right now. I don't, dude. Who do you know nowadays who could work like a regular job and get by? You're struggling nowadays, bro.
Yeah, a huge percentage of people are struggling, dude. And it's not only that, it's again back to the financial management, dude. If you're not managing your money, you're done. Because these people, They're saying 80-90% of people who make over $100,000 are in debt.
Big debt. You know what I think it is? I think it's going to be like this. I think in the future, America is going to be, it's going to become a place where the kids no longer grow up and they're 18 and they go out and get their own place. You guys are just going to have to come together as a big family unit and live together as a family just to survive.
Well, dude, that's what Asians, Mexicans, the Middle Easterns do, which, dude, I'm not, that's not bashing. That's just saying, dude, that is how you save money.
That's why they do better than Americans.
Yeah, because the Americans don't get it, dude. They don't. That's what I'm saying. Like the Americans in this generation, okay? Yeah, we all became Americans, whatever. But the ones like their grandparents, great parents are not from this country. Dude, the immigrants, like if you're an immigrant of some sort in the past, 80 to 100 years,
yeah,
you kind of get it, but it's slipping away. But the ones who come here and, came here like 50 years ago, they get it.
They get it. They definitely get it.
And the people who are coming here like in the past 20, 30, 10 years, they definitely get it. They get it, dude. They come here and there's because I go to people's homes, dude, and I see how they live, and it's like, holy shit. You go to a big old mansion, and it's like, dude, oftentimes it's not one person who runs that bitch. No.
It's hell of
There's like 8 of them up in there, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's the Asians, like what was it, the trains and all that, the train tracks in California that were built, like wasn't there a big, I don't know a ton about history, I know just the very basics, but like the Asians, like, dude, once they broke free of the slavery in America or whatever,
yeah, the railroads and shit,
yeah, the railroads and all that, dude, the Asians hold more money in this country than anybody.
Yeah, them. I think it's between them and the Middle Easterns, dude.
I think Asians like 70% of the money in this country, dude.
What comes from the Asians?
Yeah,
I believe it. Yeah, but
where's everything come from? China.
What I think it is, dude, is I think a lot of these foreigners, they realize that Americans are
lazy.
Not just lazy, but they're entitled, they're stingy. And I think a lot of that comes from looking at what our parents had and our grandparents had. Our grandparents, back when the dollar was worth more, they were able to work a job, get a house. The man, like one income could do it. Now that's no longer the case. Now it needs to be a team effort. But these foreigners realize that, and Americans don't, because they got like this entitlement where, I need my own spot. Housing should be a right. I deserve to have my own house or apartment. And it's like, dude, the foreigners know, like, motherfucker, you don't deserve shit. You got to work for what you want. Right.
And you got to start in small spaces to get into big, larger spaces.
And oh shit, my light. Hold up. Oh, my light died. Hold on. Sometimes, and well, go ahead.
No, you're good.
And sometimes, dude, what the foreigners get too is sometimes you got to realize the situation and realize, you know what, maybe America, it's turning into a place where it needs to be a group effort. And regardless, a group effort is better than going at it with one person. That's why a lot of the Middle Easterns, they got nice cars, fat houses. They keep everything in the bloodline. Their bloodline's rich because they take all their money and group it together like a big family marriage, opposed to us Americans. We want everything for our own.
Yeah. Ooh, can't wait to move out on my own. I'm 18. I'm going to get my own place. Yeah, bitch, you're going to go broke and then you're going to end up back home at mom and dad's.
Dude, they run their family like a corporation. Us Americans, we're coming at it again like a worker.
Yep.
And that's 100%. Why they do better than us.
100%. Dude, I had an Asian girlfriend out of La Crescenta, California, LA.
Yeah.
And dude, her dad lived at home with his parents Okay, he was like he's full Chinese, and then the mother was full Japanese. But the father, okay, my ex-girlfriend's father, he lived at home with his mom and dad until he was like 38 years old. And he saved up all the money he made, $380,000 to buy the house that him and his wife and my ex-girlfriend now live in, and the brother.
Yeah.
And now that house is worth like, dude, $2 million.
Oh, easily.
So it just goes to show, like, dude, no, you don't need to move out. You don't need to pay no rent. Do not rent anything, dude. Just like a vehicle, do not lease a vehicle. It is the biggest sham scam on earth.
Yeah, bro.
Dude,
all that shit is.
Yeah, if you could scrape money together to buy a used vehicle, private party, $3,000 to $5,000 cash, dude, you're not paying no interest rate for borrowing money from the bank. You don't have to pay full coverage. Your insurance won't be as high as it would be on a newer car. Your insurance is higher when you're financing a car.
Or live somewhere where you don't need a car and pocket that money. I mean, that's one reason why I chose San Francisco. And, you know, like, yeah, you're going to rent out a room. Like, I can get a room here for $1,000, but most of the jobs that, you know, you can get here, you could make about like 15 to $2,000 a week. Even say I got 2 bartending jobs, I could make about like 1,500 a week, dude. And that could go up and down.
All right, $6,000 a month minus tax. You're talking take home 4,200, 4,300, whatever. That's best case scenario.
Yeah, dude, and then minus $1,000 off of that. Plus,
you got to think your living expenses. Okay, $1,000 for rent, and then say another $500 for food a month. Okay, minus that, you're basically looking at, you got $2,000 a month to bank.
Yeah.
You manage your money right, if you don't have student debt, if you don't have a wife and kid to support and pay child support on. There's so many factors, dude. Everyone's life situation is different, of course, but it's like, dude, you have to focus on making money and managing it correctly.
But then not just that, it's what I was telling people about this shit earlier. Work a job that's going to pay you and free up your time. With me, by working, like, say I get 2 bartending gigs. Mm-hmm. They're not going to take up most of my time. They're going to pay enough. Yeah, they're not big baller jobs, sure. But I got the rest of my time to focus on YouTube and growing my channel. And that's where the real payoff comes. Of course, it's not going to come from working at a bar. You know what I mean? Well, yeah. But I don't have a car. I'm just renting out a room. Stone. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And it's freeing up my time. Dude, if I was in the truck, I wasn't even making like $1,000 a week, and it was eating up all of my fucking time. I was like, dude, this is not it, dude.
So here's the deal with these next gigs. All right. So question, the jobs that you went into today and applied to, gave an application to, how far from your house are they?
They're kind of far, but they're right next to the train station.
Good.
So they're not
far. Need a vehicle.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I can literally get from my house to the train station where I live, get to the job in less than an hour, in like 30 minutes tops.
Within 30 minutes?
Altogether, within, like, from leaving my front door to walking into the job, it'd be about 30, 35 minutes, 40 at the most.
Okay.
And then,
so you're talking, all right, so yeah.
But the goal is to live in the city, to where if I live in the city, I would literally just like maybe hop on one bus and then walk walk a block around the corner from the bus stop to the job.
Yeah, of course, but then you'll be paying higher rent. But it just depends, dude. You're trading. Everything is a trade, dude. I look at life like a monopoly.
Yeah.
Every single trade you decide to do is going to impact you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, dude. If you're going to stay at home where you are and do an hour and 20 minutes of travel, okay, hour and 20 minutes, 40 minutes there, 40 minutes back, it's hour and 20 minutes, okay, you will make a good amount of money and you're going to save the money because you're not paying high rent because where you live.
Yeah.
Right. So then in that case, you would have to manage that free time you have on the commute. You're not driving a car to get there.
Yep.
So you're just going to be on a bus. You could do what you want and actually focus on the YouTube more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, every second counts, dude.
Yeah. Whereas
that's
if you did live right around the block, you're going to be paying way more money to live that close, but the time trade-off is extravagant.
Yeah, it's better. I get that. I get those, not just hour, I get those 2 hours back.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So hour and 20 minutes a day that you would save, but what would you do with that hour and 20 minutes?
Well, that could be more time that I could be out filming. Like I could get up, get ready, go out, film, and then go to work right after I'm done shooting. Or, if it's like a YouTube short for the day, I can go out, film, come home, get ready for work. And it's all right there in the city, right? Like the ultimate goal would be, dude, like my perfect scenario would be to get a job at a bar, live around the corner from the motherfucker, dude. That and then live around the corner from my other bar gig. You know what I mean? Like say I work at 2 bars and they're both in like the financial district or something, or but by the beach or something. If I could rent out a room in that neighborhood and I could be in walking distance from both bars, oh dude, that's definitely worth like maybe $1,200 for a room, dude. That's well worth that.
Right. Well, no one knows your financials better than you do.
Yeah, dude.
And the other thing is, it brings me to the question of, do you spend more time making your content, or do you spend more time editing it?
Well, I like the editing. I like to do the editing myself because I know how I want to edit it.
Mm-hmm.
Until I come up, if I were to meet like some badass editor, it depends on how much they would charge me.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And eventually I could learn with it, whatever they know too.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
that's just the goal, dude. I'm just saying, like, all of this like sounds better than getting a job at with a union company and working all my life for a pension. Because, dude, now I'm no longer in control of the outcome. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I'm in control of the outcome, then there's no limit to what my outcome is. If I'm working for this job with a pension, then it's pretty much like I already know how I'm going to die. Pretty much. I'm going to die pretty much a poor man. Because with inflation, dude, whatever your pension is in the future with inflation, you're going to be getting shit, dude. You need to set yourself up. I'm telling you, bro, like, I just want to be as rich as like these people in Hollywood and shit. And I think if you look at what the future is, like YouTube is one of them. YouTube's probably one of the biggest ones. If you get on this train right now, dude, the payoff's going to be fucking massive. And, now that I'm in it, I'm never quitting YouTube. That's why I can't, like with that troll from earlier today, I can't even respond to trolls no more because it's not worth it to get in trouble from YouTube. It's not. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, you got to get on this YouTube train, Eric. I mean, Goomba, whatever.
Eric, Goomba.
Whatever your name is. Fuck.
That's gold. No, I plan to, man. I would really like to.
Yeah.
And, again, it's that time factor.
Yeah, bro.
How long would it take me to get my YouTube up and going and learn how to edit? That's the thing is I would have to learn all that stuff. And it's like, okay, well, how much time do I have to spare to learn that? Or what would I pay for somebody to train me on it or teach me? Or what would I pay? And that's the thing is like, I know if I go make content, I don't want someone editing my stuff. That's the number one outlook on everything is what it is you're watching. Because it's all been edited, cut and edited.
Yeah, you want to do it.
Huh?
You want to do that.
Yeah, I want to do that. So it's like, okay, well, what's going to be the best way for me to learn this? And it's, okay, can I learn it myself in 10 hours? Or if I pay somebody to help teach me 3 hours.
Yeah, just dive in there.
Just an example. It's like, okay, what is your money worth and what is your time worth?
Yeah.
So to me, yeah, I absolutely do want to jump on YouTube, but again, it's going to be the learning factor, and that's the thing. And that's what I say, more than one person doing it themselves is the best outcome.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
for
That's what we were
example,
talking about earlier.
Yeah. If I start a YouTube, dude, I want your help to get this thing up and running. I don't want to sit there and spin my wheels learning how to do it all myself. No, I'll throw it in the trash.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, well, you know, that'll be coming up. Fucking what time? It's like 9:30 of them. I'm gonna get ready to get up off this thing, dude. Fucking there's so many
Cool.
comments. I'll get to some of these comments before I get off. And see, I can't get to all these comments, dude. There's so many. Look, guys, I mean, I hate to sound like a dick, but if there's something really important, maybe hit the super chat button, because I'm not like asking for money or whatever, but dude, there's so many comments. I would be here for like so long going, because I just don't want to read your comments. I obviously want to respond to the comment, and to read all of these big comments that are like kind of like paragraphs, and dude, it's hard. You know what I mean? So even if you want to, I don't know. Yeah, but
Just pick one.
all right, let's pick one before we get off. The Phoenix terminal built a bowling alley and a basketball court when I saw it. See, again, this is so long. So the Phoenix terminal built a bowling alley, a basketball court. When I saw all that, I was like, F that, pay me. F that, pay me. I'm not here to bowl and play basketball. Yeah, so the job I was at before, at their terminal, they had a basketball court, alley, like they had a basketball court, a bowling alley, video games, and the terminal was nice, like our home base in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
And literally 90% of the drivers are not making money. Like they're not able to pay rent and shit. You know what I mean? They're barely fucking surviving.
Yeah, see, and they figure, okay, make a one-time investment for a basketball court and a bowling alley. You know, one-time investment to keep the drivers there so they don't have to pay them that much.
You see why it's better to just like that's when I knew it. It's kind of like, you know, it's kind of fucked up that I say this, but it's kind of like women. I'm not going to take them serious right now. I want to build my own thing. You know what I mean? Just like a job. Like this is literally a joke. They got a basketball
you
court.
Get what you are, dude.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like they got
yourself. Yeah,
like dude, they got a basketball court and a bowling alley, and they're paying me $600 a week. Fuck off, dude. You know what I mean?
But
this is a joke.
It is. It's a distraction.
Yeah, exactly.
They're trying to sell you on how great you have it because they put a basketball court and a bowling alley in there for you. But then you go in there and then you got to probably pay for the food at the counter or a vending machine. Maybe you got to pay for some sort of, who the hell knows? I don't know. But there's always a trade and an exchange when it comes to these deals. Come work for our company, get paid $600 a week. We got these benefits here. And it's like, no. Keep your benefits, pay me more. That way I can decide what I do with my money.
Exactly.
As well as my time.
Yeah, dude.
So.
Right on, brother. What time is it? So I think this was good, brother. Fucking,
hell yeah.
I don't want to keep you up all night. I know you probably got something to do tomorrow. You got whatever you got going on.
Oh, yeah.
Right on, dude. Fucking,
wild.
I'll hit you up tomorrow then, dude. I'm going to get ready to get up off this thing too.
Cool, brother.
I think that was a good conversation. I think this went good, man. How do you feel? How do you feel about it? Yeah.
Feels like any other time we've talked.
Right on. I think it was good. I think it's good this time because we broadcasted it and maybe we help people. Like, overall recap, look at what the future is. Try to get into whatever's going to be around in the future and try to get out of whatever is not going to be around in the future. Is pretty much what this conversation was about, dude.
Yep. And if you're in a hole, find a way to dig yourself out.
Because you
look for people to help. Yep.
Yeah, you always can.
You're on a boat. You don't have enough paddles. Start using your arms.
Yeah, bro. Look around. Look at me, dude. I came back to Pop's house.
Yep.
Yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is, man. I'm lucky to have that situation.
Exactly. You know, it's a temporary scenario.
Mm-hmm. It's all good. There's no shame in it.
Nope. It's never a bad thing to restart, dude. Refresh, reboot, go back to your roots, reevaluate. Don't overwhelm yourself. Take a break. You know, you're studying really, really hard for hours in, hours out. You need to go out for a 10-minute break.
Oh yeah, sometimes. Hell yeah, you have to. You don't want to kill yourself.
Nope. So
right on, brother. All right,
awesome,
man.
chat, brother. Yeah, we'll catch up here tomorrow or something.
Sounds good. All right, chat. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Thank you guys for coming, and yeah, I'll probably go live tomorrow.
Cool.
All right, man. I'll see you. Have a good night, brother.
All right, you too. Good night.
See you later, everybody. See ya. Thanks for coming, everybody.